Hey everybody, this is another post-workout, try to share a little bit of what I think, let's call it wisdom video. Wearing my new Teton CrossFit shirt, which is pretty sweet. So today I kind of just want to talk about life and stress, because stress can play a huge role in, let's say a huge detrimental role in our fitness and in our weight loss or our strength gain, in our mental health, in our emotions. Really, stress is just pretty crappy when it's the wrong kind of stress. So, I want to talk with you guys a little bit about how I've kind of tricked myself or tricked my body into thinking that it's not as stressed as it is. Anyone who knows me knows that I lead a fairly busy life, full-time paramedic and firefighter, and that's not just a normal paramedic firefighter job. We do wildland fire. We also so I've got a flight paramedic certification, so we do critical care transports. We own a CrossFit affiliate. We own a rock climbing gym. I run a little skid steer service on the side. Try to spend a good amount of time with my family. We go camping, ride dirt bikes. We lead a very busy life. So every once in a while it kind of creeps up on me and I get a little bit stressed. So some things that I've done to really help with stress. One is just a breathing exercise, which sounds kind of hippie, but it's actually a pretty big deal. So you just sit there and you get your back up straight. So vertical torso. And then you just breathe deep into your belly. So obviously you can't actually breathe into your belly, but pretend like you're breathing into your belly, and that's going to really open things up and get a deep breath. Now, from what I understand, and I'm not Lance Einerson, who he's a breath coach, very knowledgeable dude. So I'm no breath coach, but I believe what we're doing is stimulating our parasympathetic nervous system, and it's really helping us to relax and calm down. When we do that, it allows blood flow in the body. It allows relaxation so that our muscles can recover, and so that we can just de-stress a little bit. So I like to take 10 to 15 just really deep belly breaths. And then after those 10 to 15 belly breaths, then I like to think about it a little different. I like to actually breathe out as far as I can. And then it kind of naturally pulls back in. I like to do that 10 or 15 times. It really does relax you, and it's kind of a game changer. The other thing is just go to sleep earlier. Because of my fairly busy life, sometimes we're on ambulance calls all night long, and it just messes with my circadian rhythm. So the best thing that I can do is get myself in bed by 9 o'clock. I like to read for 30, 45 minutes before I go to bed. Get off your screened devices, because I believe it's the blue light can mess with our melatonin production. So get off your phones, read for 30, 45 minutes, get really tired, and go to sleep early. If you go to sleep early, you may wake up earlier, or you know what? Just set your alarm for normal time and get some extra sleep. Sleep and stress go hand in hand. I can tell a huge difference in myself when I have slept and when I haven't. So especially when I sleep at the fire department, I have to really buckle down and get in bed by 8 o'clock, and it's so hard. But if I'm in bed by 8 and I'm reading, then maybe 9:15, 9:30 rolls around, I've been reading for over an hour, then I'm tired enough to go to sleep. Then I usually get a call 30 minutes later, and I'm up for 4 or 5 hours, but that's some of my thoughts. So those are two very simple things. But if you're leading a very stressful life and trying to lose weight and trying to build strength, it's not going to happen. Or if it does happen, you'll stall out. So the approach that I take for myself and that I take for clients is very holistic. Are you waking up and getting your glass of water with lemon and salt? Are you starting your morning off right with eggs and spinach? Are you eating whole foods? Are you de-stressing your life? Are you getting enough sleep? Do you have a fitness program that's primarily strength-based? Very, very holistic. And this is another side that's even further out there. And I'm not trying to get super religious here with whoever's watching, because you could be anything. I don't really care. But there is a religious component to this, a spiritual component. Getting in tune with a higher power and connecting spiritually is huge. It will help you to de-stress. It will help you to relax and feel more at peace with all of life. So that's a different component. Maybe I'll do a whole different video on that. And that's a component that I'm far off of, and I've got a lot of work. But what works for me right now, along with trying to make that spiritual component even better, is just taking it one day at a time and really focusing on the big, long game. And what's that long game? For me, the long game is living as long of a life as absolutely possible, as healthy as possible. And I do have some fitness goals in there as well. I really enjoy competing, and so want to compete as well as I can for the next 10 years. So those are my thoughts. De-stress. Get that stress out. There is no point in stressing. It just does you or anybody else in your life no good. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.